And all my friends wrong.
Alright, so right now, all you're going to do is use that, and you're going to use this. This is the mute right here. Okay? The only thing you need to worry about on here is right now, the audio is coming from the camera. So
hook 'em hard. He's trying to get in the picture.
Video.
Too bad they're going to lose to Notre Dame in the national championship.
Notre Dame is not making it.
Yeah, I've seen 3 or 4 videos picking Notre Dame, Texas national championship game.
Either Oregon or Ohio State.
What did I feel?
Texas will make it to like the second or the third round.
come up with
Wait, let's see.
You got the matches? Probably the only one that's seems like a bajillion. It's some
Yeah, so he does have a match. There's one. I have the matches for
come later when it's supposed to be this time.
Shelbyville was a big phase in the last one.
It'll probably be one of the last two.
Yeah, it's a good Shelbyville. He was like the second to last kid to go. Wrestling one over Mattoon.
All right, do you remember how to change this?
They treat you just good enough, you know. You gotta get. Oh, yeah, you got it. Shut down for repairs and stuff.
moments, we will have Mount Zion versus Mattoon, where the first match we will have up is, I believe, Brody Brammer. Yep, Brody Brammer versus Willoughby. Then after that, we will have Channing Jensen at 70 pounds, and at 75 pounds, we will have Cooper Brammer starting up. Also, I'd like to say in the top left of your screen, we will have JV matches going on. So on your right, on the small camera on the top left, you will have JV matches from Mount Zion and Mattoon going on. And while on the big mat, you will have varsity wrestling. Let's see. And for the first match of JV, you have Alexander versus Brown for your JV first up. And then back over to your varsity at 65 pounds, you have Brody Brammer versus Willoughby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first match is underway here in a couple seconds. We will have Brody Brammer versus Willoughby. All right, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First up, we have a 2-point takedown here for Brody Brammer versus Willoughby. Oh, no. 3-point takedown. Ooh. And there we go. That is the fall for Brody Brammer. And also, here I guess it's different. I guess it's a 3-point takedown in junior high as well, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was a 2-point. I thought it was a 2-point takedown like it has been years past. All right, next up we will have Channing Jensen versus Edwards. Channing Jensen was one of our state, who was one of the wrestlers that we had go to state last year for for junior high, who had an amazing season last year. Let's see what he can do this season. That was an excellent shot defense from Channing Jensen. Let's see. And currently at the moment on our JV mat, we have actually no match going on. Apparently we're waiting on some mysterious wrestler. Back to our varsity match, we have Channing Jensen here trying to go for the takedown. That is a 3-point takedown. 3-point takedown for Channing. Channing here is trying to work a move, and that will be the end of the first period. All right, that is one match down for the JV side. Here we are going again in the second period here for Channing. And in junior high, your matches are a little bit shorter here. You have a minute for the first period, and then I believe a minute 30, then a minute 30. Where in high school, you will wrestle a 2 minutes for the first period, and then a minute 30 and a minute 30. So far, really no movement here for the JV match. And Channing is just trying to work a move here. This guy on bottom's not letting him get anything, ladies and gentlemen. Channing is doing a good job of keeping him on the mat. And here we are. So far, no point. There is no escape point here for the Mattoon wrestler, and it's still 3-0 heading to the end of the second period. We currently have 8 seconds here left in the second period. And here, I believe Channing will have choice. Channing chooses bottom. And so far, Channing needs to get up here off of bottom, and I do not know why they're wrestling like this. I mean, it's very hard to try and stay off of bottom, but when your head is on the mat and you can't really do much, it's hard to escape here, ladies and gentlemen. Channing needs to try and work back. Oh my God, English. Wow. Needs to work back up to his base so he can get a stand up and get a 1-point escape. We are under a minute here left in the third period. Quick stoppage, I think, for potentially dangerous. Channing is slow off the start and already broken down to his stomach, but here we are. Here he is trying to work back up to his base. The Mattoon man is keeping a whole lot of pressure on Chain's work. Chain is not allowed to move. Over on the JV mat, we have a Mattoon kid trying to go for a pin here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be end of the match for your varsity wrestler, Channing Jensen, who will win the match 3-0. Where we have on the JV mat, on the JV mat is in the second period where the Mattoon is winning 6-3 over the Mount Zion wrestler. And next up for your varsity matchup, you will have Brody Brammer versus Hubert, I believe. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with Brody Brammer versus Hubert. So far, not a whole lot of movement here on your varsity matchup. Right here, there's the end of the period for your second period for your JV match here, where Mattoon is up 10-3 over Mount Zion. And we have stalling green on your varsity match. We have stalling green, which means there's been no movement going around. There's not much doing, and all the Mount Zion person is trying to do is just trying to keep pressure. So far, no points on the takedown attempt for Mattoon. And there will be no takedown is given to the Mount Zion wrestler Brody Brammer. It is red choice here, and Brody chooses bottom. Brody is so close to getting an escape here. And that is a 1-point escape for Brody Brammer. He needs to get back in there and try to work a shot as fast as possible so he can get a score here in this match. Try and score more points here. On your JV mat, here on the top left of your screen, it will be the end of the third period for your JV, where Mattoon will win 11-5. And over here on your varsity match, you will have a stoppage for stalemate, and they'll go back up on their feet and try to do it again. There's not really much going on here on your varsity matchup. But for the three coaches we have here at Mount Zion today, we have our head coach, Gus Wheeler. We have one of our assistant coach, Cooper Lair, and our other assistant coach who's over with our JV matchup right now, Mr. Coach Meeker. And Brody Brammer at the end of the period will score a 3-point takedown, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are starting the third period with 1:30 to start. And over on your left side, there will be 3-0 for Mattoon. Brody Brammer is trying to work some back points over here on your varsity side, but he gets another stall call, ladies and gentlemen, which is 1 point for Brody. And if you get two stall calls in one match, therefore you will give a point to the opponent. And if you keep stalling from there, it's just 1 point every time from then on. We have another stall call here against Mattoon, where Brady's up now 6-0. These are over here on the top left. You have a new match underway for your JV. But over on your right side, you will have, that'll be the end of the match for Brody Brammer, who won 6-0. Just missed that. At 80 pounds, we're supposed to have a forfeit, but if not, there's a match going on. And at 85 pounds, we have Snyder versus Daniels, where Daniels will have a 3-point takedown. So far, not much movement here on bottom from the Mount Zion wrestler. And that'll be a stalling call against the Braves. That is the end of the first period here. Mattoon chooses bottom, and over on the JV mat we have the Mattoon wrestler winning 14-1 over the Braves. And back on your varsity match, you have a 1-point escape here for Mattoon, where that person will try and go work another takedown. So far, it is 7-0 here for Mattoon. And Mattoon is trying to get some back points. There will be 2 back points awarded here for the Mattoon wrestler, or should be here in a couple seconds. Mattoon wrestler here will earn the fall. Next up, we have at 90 pounds, Shader versus. I cannot read my coach's or my ex-coach's handwriting. Sorry. But so far, we have a 3-point takedown here for Mattoon. And then in your top left on the JV matches, we have Liam Funneman versus Mattoon, where he is up 7-0 in his match. And next up at 95 pounds, we'll have Cole Roberts versus Golden. We are just under 20 seconds here in your varsity match. Mountain Zion wrestler, hold on for a couple more seconds. Nope. And Mattoon will have the fall. And next up, we have Cole Roberts versus Golden here for your varsity matchup. Here after Cole Roberts, we will have Brontley versus Howell. And we have Cole Roberts here with a 3-point takedown here for the Braves. So far. And on your JV match, you have Liam Funneman, who is up 11-2 with just under 20 seconds left in his second period, while Cole Roberts has little over 20 seconds left in his first period, where he's winning 3-0. Cole Roberts here is trying to work a head lever to where he can try and get an arm bar here, or just run him over his shoulder where he can try and get some back points. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the end of the first period for Cole Roberts in his match, where he is now winning 6-0. Cole Roberts has chosen bottom for his start of the second period. And the Mattoon kid says, no, I want to be on our feet. We're going to go neutral here, where Cole is now awarded 1 point for the escape. And over on the JV mat, Liam Funneman just won his match 17-2, which is a tech fall. And a tech fall, ladies and gentlemen, is when you win by 15 points or more. And so far, we have the Mattoon kid defending a shot that Cole Roberts fired off. That's a 3-point takedown, ladies and gentlemen, for Cole Roberts. And there we are. We had the fall for Cole Roberts. There's the fall. Next up, we will have Brontley versus Howell. Okay, this match is underway here. Kicked off at 100 pounds. And that is a 3-point takedown for Brontley here. So I meant a 3-point takedown for how I just realized my mistake here. Next up, well, over on your JV match, you have Jack Toth, who's currently down 4-0. And Jack here needs to try and work a shot, try and defend. Right now he just defended the takedown. Currently on your varsity match, Howell is beating Brontley 9-2 at the end of the first period. Red chose neutral here for this matchup. And now Howell here is going to try and sneak around the back door, trying to get some 2 points. 2 points here. And over on your JV mat, Jack Toth is down 7-1 in his match. Currently, our Mountain Lion wrestler needs to get off bottom, trying to get an escape point. They go try and get a takedown, but currently he is down 12-2. Where Jack Toth in his match is down 9-2 because Mattoon may have just had a reversal. And that is the end of the match here for our varsity for the varsity matchup. Next up we have Shield versus Hooker. Here we are wrestling off at 105 pounds. 105 pounds, like I said, we will have Shield versus Hooker here. And Shield is trying to do a hip toss. So far, no points yet. And a 3-point takedown for Hooker. And they were out of bounds, and they'll go back to center. No escape point for Shield yet. Mattoon is getting back points currently. The ref is holding 3. Wrestler has not been awarded his back points yet. And there's just under 10 seconds here left in this varsity match. Here where Mattoon is winning 3-0. And that will end the first period here for your varsity matchup on your right side. Red will defer on your varsity match. Green chooses and green will choose bottom here. This is a 1-point escape for Mattoon over on your varsity side. Currently on your JV side, Mattoon is winning 7-0. So far, Hooker is up in this match 8-0 on your right side. Where Shield is still trying to defend trying to defend a takedown here. Still no takedown here for Hooker. That will be a three-point takedown for Mattoon. Where Mattoon is up 11-0 in this matchup. And that is the end of the second period over on your varsity side. Well, currently in the second period for your JV matchup, Mattoon is winning 10-0. And over on your JV side, Mattoon gets the fall while there's still a minute 20 left in the third period over on your varsity side. And next up for that matchup, we will have Kanan Trimble, who is the younger brother of Braden Trimble, here up next. And Kanan Trimble last year was a state placer over at the IESA wrestling tournament up at Northern Illinois University. Where Trimble will face off against McHowell. And after Kane and Trimble, we will have Mason Chandler versus Lythe, and then Drew St. Pierre versus Ochua, I believe. I know I didn't sound very confident when I say that, but the name is spelled very, in my opinion. Sorry, we have 14 seconds, not 14 seconds. We have currently, Mattoon is winning 18-0, actually won 18-0 over the Mount Zion Wrestler over on your varsity side. And next up we will have Kanan Trimble versus McHowell. Historically, these two wrestlers have butted head for many, many years here at the junior high level, at the middle school level. And I believe this year again they will face off around sectionals and state time. Where Trimble here is trying to defend a body lock position here from the Mattoon wrestler. That is a no, oh my God, no points yet here in this matchup for varsity. You hear both coaches yelling vigorously at the wrestlers to try and get them to go, try and yell up moves, see what they can do. And from a wrestler's perspective, a wrestler cannot hear much from inside their headgear. You think, why aren't the kids listening? Why aren't they doing this? It's because the wrestler cannot really hear you, as the headgear we wear is very enclosed and not very well of hearing. And red will have choice here. Red defers. It's now green's choice. Green chooses neutral. Currently, Kanan is trying to get around for his 3 points for his takedown so that we can work a move on top. But so far, that Mattoon wrestler is not allowing much in this matchup. There's no takedown so far. Sooner or later, the ref will call stalemate for almost no movement. And there we are, stalemate. Both wrestlers will be back on their feet. So far, that Mattoon wrestler is tired, ladies and gentlemen. Kanan's just trying to put the work on him, trying to keep that motor going. All the Mattoon guy has really done tonight is trying to defend against Kanan. It hasn't worked. But Trimble being on the offensive will get another 3-point takedown here, where he's up 6-0 over McCall. Kanan trying to get a cradle here locked up from underneath. Because that Mattoon wrestler is not doing much on bottom. And that will be the end of the second period here, where Kanan is up 6-0, and Kanan Trimble will choose bottom. And so far, there's 3 back points being here awarded to Kanan. And there it is. There's the fall for Kanan Trimble, ladies and gentlemen. And next up, we will have Mason Chandler. Mason Chandler versus Lythe. And after that, we will have Drew St. Pierre versus Ochawa. Mason, not last year, but the year before, was a state qualifier up in his matchup. And from what I've known from Mason, Mason has had a good amount of experience from Kids Club Wrestling, which is actually below our junior high wrestling. So far, Mason is now down 3-0. Well, Mattoon has gotten a 3-point takedown. Mason's still trying to work on bottom here to get out before the period is over. And that is the end of the first period here for Mason Chandler. And Mason has choice here. Either top, bottom, neutral, or defer. He defers. Green chooses neutral. Mason needs to try and get in here, try to get in closer for a better shot. Last time that's what has defended him from trying to get a takedown. But here on your top left corner of your screen, you will have Jones versus Mattoon. So far, Mason is down 6-0 in his matchup against Mattoon. And Mason is trying to work off bottom here. He's getting super close every time, but it stops just at the wrong moment. He is still down 6-0 in this matchup, where the Mattoon wrestler has won over on Jones on your JV match. And no points for an escape here yet so far. Mason just needs to try and get his head out and get an escape instead of worrying about a reversal. But so far, Mason's down here 6-0 in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have stalling green. Red will still be down. That's a good start from Mason off the whistle, just immediately to a stand-up. He was almost out there. And that is the end of the second period here for Mount Zion. Mason now has choice. Mason will choose neutral. Mason needs to try and set up his shots here. That was just a little bit of a bad setup here from Mason. He's still being pushed against, didn't have really much to go off of. Nothing really set up. But right now, that Mattoon wrestler has him in a front headlock. Just sitting there. All Mattoon guy has to do is just snap him down to his knees. But what a way for Mason to stay on his feet and keep moving. And not allowing the Mattoon guy to snap him down. Well, here they are back on their feet after a stalemate attempt, but Mason Chandler right off the whistle into a shot attempt. He needs to clasp both his hands together and just go around the corner. So far, Mason back down. It is now 9-0. After this matchup between the Braves and Mattoon, Braves will go ahead and wrestle against Shelbyville. And that is the end of the third period here. Next up, we will have 126 pounds where Drew St. Pierre will wrestle against Ochoa. And almost a three-point takedown. Three-point takedown for Drew St. Pierre. And 1 point escape for Ochoa. And so far we have Drew. Well, that right there should have been a stall call, ladies and gentlemen, against Mattoon. So far, Drew here ended up back on his back. There will be a three-point takedown for Mattoon, along with 3 back points. Actually, 4 back points. Wow, I guess junior highs actually been like high school this year. I thought they weren't supposed to change their rules till next year, but I guess not. No, they're going immediately with high school. And Green will have first choice here in this matchup. Red chooses bottom. Right off the whistle, we have a stand-up attempt from Drew St. Pierre. And Drew is immediately broken down to his stomach. He needs to try his hardest to fight off bottom here. And we have a quick injury timeout. And usually for an injury timeout, we'll take a couple seconds here. We go around. It's either injury time or it's actually blood time. But after this matchup between the Braves and Mattoon, Mattoon will get out of here, go home, have a nice night, and then we will go up against the Shelbyville Rams. here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, and I guess we had to take a little time for Drew to get a nose plug real quick, so that to stop a nosebleed. But here we are, Mattoon working at trying to get a few more points out of this matchup. And so far, Mattoon has an armbar over Drew St. Pierre. And Mattoon here has the fall over Drew St. Pierre. And next up, who do we have next up? Next up, we have a forfeit for 135. We will move straight on to 145, where we have Connor Meisner versus Bagwell. So far, not much movement here in this match. A little shot and defend here from Connor Meisner. Connor needs to try to be on the offensive here. Not much of a shot setup here for Connor. So far, no points have been awarded for either side yet. Well, it's the end of the first period, where you will have where the coach would actually like to have a discussion against that takedown, against that choice. And here we are with the ref with the coin flip. Green to furs, red goes bottom. So far, still 0-0 in this matchup here against Meisner and Bagwell. And this is good movement here from Connor Meisner here on bottom. But for some reason, the odd stop, the odd pause, and that's what allowed Bagwell to regain position, trying to get better position here on Connor. Connor needs to keep moving here off the bottom. This is great movement here, but so far, the McAtee wrestler has thrown in an arm bar. And when a wrestler has an arm bar over you and you're trying to defend like Connor is here and trying to keep the hips over, it is very hurtful and it's very painful for the wrestler on bottom, because all that person is doing on top is just wrenching your arm down, and it hurts a lot. But here we are, Bagwell trying to get the fall, and There's no pin yet. There's only 4-point near fall for Mattoon, while Connor is trying to get a reversal here. He's going to keep circling around the wrestler. As a 1-point escape for Mount Zion. And Green will go choose his bottom. And here on 2 days on your Saturday, we will have across the street in the Mount Zion Fieldhouse, we will have the Super Duel here, where Mount Zion High School Wrestling will go up against many different teams, and it will be held in the field house for a couple hours that day. It's just a nice little settle. And then for also that day, you'll have your JV wrestlers for a high school will go away to a tournament. Go away to a tournament for their first tournament of the season. And so far, Connor is down 8-1 in this matchup over Mattoon. There's currently 35 seconds here left in this match, where the Mattoon throws in another armbar and try to go for the pin again. And so far, that Mattoon wrestler just didn't have it completely locked up, wasn't tight enough. And if it's tight enough, it will hurt a lot. But that is the end of the match here. There will be a tech fall. There will be a tech fall here for Bagwell. Next up, we will have Jones. We'll have Jones from Mount Zion versus Hensley. Then after that, 167 pounds, we will have a forfeit. And then after that, we will have Shear. We'll have Shear versus, who is it? Calls? Actually, no, that's the end of the matchup here that's the end of the night here for that match versus Mattoon. Now we will move on to the Shelbyville matchup. But here, we will be back. And up first, all right, and we're back. We have up first Cooper Brammer. We have Cooper Brammer versus, actually no, we have Brody Brammer, sorry, versus Icolt, or Ecolt. Spanish is, not Spanish. Wow. English is hard. Alright. And we all go back to our match, but I'm going to do something real quick. So, we're going to do... Alright, I am back here. Sorry, I had to put up the scoreboard in your top left corner of your screen here. So far, we have Brody Brammer up 1-0 in this match. So far, Shelbyville trying to get an escape here to make it 1-1 in this matchup. And Shelbyville will just run out of bounds here. And we'll go back to the center. That is a nice mat return here from Brody Brammer. So far we have 1 point escape here for Shelbyville. It is now 1-1 back in this matchup. There's 50 seconds left in this match. So far, Brody Brammer here needs to try and set up his shots here, so that way he can score a takedown and have a 3-point takedown and be up by 3 points this match. So far, they're just kind of moving around, filling each other out. And this is our first overtime overtime of the night here, ladies and gentlemen. The first person to score a point here in this match will win. And if nobody ends up scoring points here in the first overtime, we'll go to a double overtime. Well, one wrestler will have choice of either top or bottom. If they can keep the person down for the 30 seconds that they are in, then that person wins. If the person on bottom escapes within those 30 seconds, then they win. But so far, whoever gets their first takedown of overtime will win the match. And under 10 seconds here left in this match. We are going into double overtime. And Shelbyville chooses to go down here. And like it says, if Shelbyville escapes here, then they will win the match. And all Brody has to do here is just keep him down for the next 30 seconds. If Brody can do that, he will win the matchup for the night. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. That is your winner at 65 pounds. And next up we will have Channing. We'll have Channing versus Jones. And so far, all the Shelbyville kid is doing right now is just backing up from Channing. And also, what a great shot set up here by Channing Jensen, who's going for the trip. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a 3-point takedown for Channing. So far, 3 back points. There are swipes going over here, which swipes are also equal to back points here. There is a 4-point near fall. And there's under 10 seconds here left in this matchup. And that is the end of the period here. Shelbyville just saved by the bell. So far, Channing is up 11-0 in this matchup. Shelbyville will defer, and Channing goes down. Now there's a locked hands against Shelbyville. And the 1-point escape here for Channing. All he needs is 2 points here to try and get trying to get tech fall. But all the Shelbyville kid is doing is just backing up, getting away from Channing. That is a 3-point takedown here. Channing will win 16-0 in this match against Shelbyville. And next we have Cooper Brammer up against Ronan or Rome. A quick 3-point takedown here for Cooper. Hard. We have just a little under 10 seconds here left in this first period. We have a full Nelson against Cooper Brammer, which awards the opposing 1 point. So far, not much work here from the person on the bottom. And green will have choice. That will be oh no. No points. Cooper needs to try and work back up. Tries to get out here or get a reversal here. Cooper's going for the reversal. Oh, there is a 2-point reversal here for Cooper. So far, Cooper's up 5-1 in this match. So far, not much movement, not much going on here in this matchup. There's 4-point near fall for Cooper Brammer. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be the end of this period. That is another point awarded for Shelbyville again against a full Nelson here by Cooper Brammer. Cooper still on top here with 1:05 left in this matchup. Cooper is currently up 9-2 here in this matchup with 50 seconds left in. We have stalling against Shelbyville. One more of those and there will be a point awarded to Cooper Brammer. So far, not much movement here from the bottom. And that will be, and that will be the end of this matchup here, where Cooper Brammer will win 9-2. Next up, we have a forfeit at 80 pounds. But after that, we will have what looks to be wow. Schneider. Wow, my God. We'll have Schneider next, and after that, we'll have what looks to be Shalm after that. And at 90 pounds and at 95 pounds, we'll have Cole Roberts. We are already out of bounds in this matchup. That will be a 3-point takedown for Shelbyville. So here in a couple short weeks, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the Kids Club Wrestling. We'll have the Kids Club Wrestling tournament. But never mind that for a second. We will have a 2-point reversal and pin here for Schneider. Next up, we have at 90 pounds, we have Shalm versus Sheeton. We got a 3-point takedown here for Shalm. Shalm got him to his back, but and he got this a fall. Here, next up we have at 95 pounds, we'll have Cole Roberts versus Huntley. after Cole Roberts, we will have Brontley, and after that, we will have Shield. What a great shot setup for Cole Roberts, where he will get the 3-point takedown. So far, nothing is working really against this Shelbyville kid. This Shelbyville kid. Wow, my English is terrible today. And that will be the end of your first period here, ladies and gentlemen. Here. And here we are back on our feet here again. Here we are, Cole Roberts back on his feet, up 4-0 in this match. With another shot set up. There'll be a 3-point takedown here for Cole Roberts, who is now up 7-0 in this match. And will Cole get the fall here? And yes, he will. That's the end of your 95-pound matchup. Cole Roberts, who is the victor. And next up, we will have Brontley versus Aslan. So far, they need to reset the scoreboard. They haven't done that yet. Because I do not believe it is already up 7-0 in this match. When we just started only 30 seconds in. That is a 3-point takedown for Shelbyville. There's 4 points. That will be the end of the match here. End of the period, sorry. Where green will have choice. And red will choose bottom. Here you are. Start of the second period. Here we are, the Mount Zion wrestler trying to go for a reversal. And we'll get it, and that's straight to his back. That is near fall here for the wrestler. All that wrestler had to do was try and keep his toe in. You can have it. That is a 2-point reversal, also with a 4-point near fall. Actually, 3-point near fall. So far we have 55 seconds here left in this match. And Mount Zion wrestler here is trying to get the Shelbyville man to his back. Not much going on here. Not much to commentate on, you know? But it's fun. We are here with a little bit interesting. We have a reversal here for the Shelbyville wrestler. Almost had near fall. And 1 point, 1 point sit here for Mount Zion wrestler. Mount Zion will be down 8-9 here in this matchup. So far, not much short time here left in this match. We have under a minute here to go, where it is 6-9 Shelbyville. And there's locked hands against Mount Zion, but that doesn't matter. There's a takedown, actually a reversal for Shelbyville. Be 1 point save here for Red. And here they are back to the center with a short time here left to go. That is the end of the match here. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Shield versus Kingston. Just had to reset the clock real quick. Not a bad shot set up here from Shield, where he'll now go up 3-0 here in this matchup. And is here to lock up the cradle. There will be the fall for Mount Zion Wrestler Shield. Next up, we will have Kanan Trimble versus Edwards. Here we are, Kanan Trimble. Kanan Trimble, who was last year's 4th place placer at the IESA State Championship, State Tournament. We'll get the fall here. Next up, we will have Mason Chandler versus. There's actually no name here. Looks like we have a mystery wrestler. Up next, actually, we will have. Wow, there's actually some interesting lineups. Have St. Pierre, Drew St. Pierre up here at 126. Mason Chandler will have a forfeit. So will Drew St. Pierre. And at 135 pounds, we have Everett Smith has a forfeit. But next up for our actual match, we have Connor Meisner versus Hogan up at 145 pounds. So far, these two wrestlers were working around the edge. But now Connor Meisner trying to go with the slam. Ooh! And what a takedown straight to the back here. Ladies and gentlemen, if that was freestyle wrestling, which is another type of wrestling, that's a 5-point move. But right now, that is a 1 point awarded to Shelbyville. In my opinion, that is, and wrestling, it's bad. A takedown is a takedown either way. But that's not how the sport goes. If you get hurt, you get hurt. If you don't, you don't. In my opinion, I've had that happen to me many times last year, and it's just terrible. Nobody wants to see that. But it was still a good takedown here from Connor Meisner. And to me, that Shelbyville wrestler looks fine and dandy over there. But we'll see what happens. Right now, Connor and Coach Meeker are talking to each other. Having a quick little talk. Who knows what it was about? Could have been about anything. We have no idea what's happening in this matchup. Maybe one day we'll actually get this match going again. Apparently, a guy gets a water break too. In high school, if you get hurt, you just keep going. Like, you can get slammed in the back, you'll stop for a second or two maybe, and you'll keep wrestling. You don't get to stand over there for like 5 minutes and get a water break. You just keep going on with it. But, that's fine. Currently, Shelbyville is up 1-0. And now we have stalling green because Shelbyville didn't try to work back into the middle. Just kept. So far, Connor's trying to go here for a locked up cradle, just trying to get the pin. And that is a pin for Connor Meisner. So Connor's staring him down like, yeah, my name's Connor Meisner. You're going to know who I am by the end of this season. Connor's hyped up for this. Next up we have Jones. So we have Jones up against Wells. And after this, we'll see if we have another match. But at 167, there's a forfeit from both teams. And then after that, will be at 185, we have Shear versus Fisher. Then after that, 215, we have Stockton versus Tibbs. And 275 miles line will have a forfeit. And Shelbyville will get a win. And there will be a 1 escape point for Shelbyville. There's a 3-point takedown for Wells. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back up with Jones up 5-4 in this match. In the end of the last period, we had a quick takedown from the Shelbyville wrestler. And now Wells had an escape, and now will go get the takedown with 45 seconds here left in this matchup. And Jones needs to get off his back here. Wells will get the win over Jones here. Next up at 167, we'll both have forfeits. Then up at 185, we'll have a match. Up next, we'll have Lucas Shear, little brother of Nick Shear. Nick Shear was one of our high school offensive linemen for our team. who also helped us be a big part of our state championship team. That sadly we did not win, but it's fine. It was a great run for us. But now, his little brother, Lucas Shear, is up on the wrestling mat. He was currently not 3-0, but that's fine. Every wrestler has a comeback story. And that will be a win for the Shelbyville. Next up we have 2:15. And then up after this matchup, we will have a forfeit at heavyweight. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of my night here for Braves TV, but I will let the camera audio go on where we will have 6 JV matches. And as always, thank you and good night.
So if it says muted, I put the camera audio on.
taken almost 3 hours. Yes.
Come on, Alex.
Come on.
Pretty quick.